Yes, once again, I've been off for a little while, going around doing, a whole lot of media houses stop and promoting my Bujoy champagne and doing other stuff, other community issues and many other stuff that's important to me. Also, I've just created a brand new website for my Dream to Reality Foundation, www.dtrfoundation.org. I want you guys to visit the website, contribute, please, if you can. There's a lot of initiatives, there's scholarships that we're trying to do this year for 5 kids for $2,000 per scholarship. We need the support, I tried to do it a number of years by myself, but that was unsuccessful. So I need you as my friend just to come along and support my venture. But today I want to highlight and talk about certain developments and certain things that happen. I was honored to be invited to the 30th anniversary of Profile last 2 weeks, which included the 5 living prime ministers of Jamaica, which is, I was able to thank my mom also, which was just like, it was really a great moment, and she enjoyed every moment of it. Took my friends, Ali and Jeffrey, with me along, and was able to rub shoulders with the highest level of society in Jamaica, and just to understand, Michael Leachin, was there. He was the guest speaker. Mr. Butch Stewart was there as well. Along with some other officials, but. The main reason and I always like to have an overriding story that that I want to talk about when it comes to doing my Ghetto Youth Bible, and it's talking about life plan. In a situation where you have a community or a hospital or institution creating a master plan, what's important and what I think is very important, for adults. It's, you could start from teenagers because you're considered as adult the moment you're 18 or 16 going forward. What you should do and what you should try to do is create a life plan. And this is, it have to be both short term and long term. But one great thing that I think you should try to implement is that your life plan should not be more than for 5 years. The reason being, many changes can take place within 5 years in your life. Sometimes it doesn't have to do with what you do, but it's an environment. It's a political, it's a socio-economic situation of countries. And thereabouts. There's a lot of things that's going on that prevent you to see beyond 5 years. You can look and say 10 and 15 years, nothing wrong with that ultimate overriding goal and overarching vision of what the next 20 or 25 years is going to look like. But what you should do is create this 5-year life plan. And what should be included in the 5-year life plan is the vision. The vision is extremely important. Your vision tells it's the end story. It's what you want to do. Ultimately, this is going to be my success story. This is what I want to do. But what you should look at is the existing situation. What are the existing conditions? What are the situation that you have to deal with? Say, for instance, I'm in Jamaica. Okay, crime. I have to look at crime. Okay, I have to look at my education status. Where am I? Where do I want to go? Do I have a degree or don't I have a degree? Can I learn a skill instead of having a degree that will suffice and that will help me to achieve the goal? So these are the stuff that you want to make sure that you consider while putting together your master plan. Your master plan must have a roadmap, meaning that it had to contain short-term goal in terms of immediate goals, and also longer term, which is 2-3 years, and how you're going to achieve these goals. Extremely important. Right? So say, for instance, you say in 5 years, in my career, I'm 18 years old, I'm attending college, and I want to be an engineer. Just for say, because I'm an engineer, so I could draw some some parallels between that. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make sure that I make contacts with a lot of engineering institutions, even when I'm going to school. I'm going to try to basically put my name out there, externally build my repertoire. I want to know people. I want people to know of me and know what I'm doing. The next thing that you need to do, community initiative. Listen, nothing is more, it's more valuable than to tell a story that, as a person you care and you care for other persons. So that's an important point that your employer will buy into and will love. It's a situation that you should be empowered to do that anyway within yourself and based on your values. But it's important to try to create that awareness that you have to give and you have to help people who are less are in need. And people don't have it's not from a background like some of the middle class or other class people. So the overarching thing is that make sure that you create that roadmap. So as an engineer, the next thing that you want to do is you're going to work your ass off. There's no downtime. The situation is that you have to get that good grade. It doesn't, you have to get that grade, you have to put in absolutely everything. You're going to university and stuff and everything. What you should try to do in every way possible is get the best degree possible. You're paying a lot of money for it anyway. Part of it, of course, you have to have fun. But when it's time to work, make sure you put absolutely everything into your work. The same thing apply when you're in the working world. Say for instance, you get your job now, you do all the application, you do all your research and stuff to make sure that you're working for a company that could give you the salary that you need, and you could you're able to set yourself up in terms of your home, a car, and etc. But that's just the small things and stuff and everything. And then you proceed to get in your job and stuff and everything. When you're in your job now, which is maybe 5 or 3 or 4 years, 5 years, then you have to set another life plan. So you look at, on the horizon, you're basically doing the next, 5-year plan of what your life is going to be, where you're going to achieve, the promotion that you're looking for, the salary that you're looking for, and also the type of person that you're going to create, for that working world, because you have to create a persona. What are you going to be? Are you going to be a mover and shaker for people, to know you as a person externally? But you have to do that. You have to create that type of atmosphere, for yourself. If you want to further your degree or further your education, that's a part of it. That can be combined in that plan. But what I'm saying is that you have to create that plan. But, the dichotomy is that you have to reassess that plan every year just to see if there's a change in economic conditions, socio-economic conditions, just to make sure that you assess it, reassess it, and maybe realign your goals as well as you go along, because times and things change. So you have to make sure that in order to make your plan effective, you have to revisit your plan. And one thing that I forget, write it down. When you write it down, you write things into do it. It's a different scenario when you start write things down, and you learn so much stuff from doing that. But write down your goals, extremely important. That will help you to achieve all your goals. Even if you don't, you know what you're missing, and you can move that to your next 5-year plan. It doesn't matter. You don't have to have a successful plan. Doesn't mean you have to execute all the points and all your goals that you set. If you achieve 50% of your goal, you're successful. So this, I'm not going to be too long in this, but I just wanted to know. But the situation is that not only people who have education, it can be people who have a trade. So you don't have to have a degree. You're still setting your goals. You're still doing your same thing. You're basically trying to create that roadmap. How am I going to get there? What are the conditions? What are going to be affecting, my mission in achieving these goals? So irrespective of what your situation is, you have to create that plan, short-term plan, revisit the plan on a yearly basis, reassess if you need to, change your goals if you need to, but your overall vision have to be the same. So I'm going to sign off now. I'll come again and do some more videos, but I always have to have that overarch and principle behind each of my video. And this one is creating that life plan. And as I said, it's like a master plan. It's like you're building a castle. You know, what's the vision? I'm building a castle. But what's the immediate stuff I'm doing? I'm building some bricks. I'm building my bricks into. I'm putting my steels. I'm laying my foundation. You know, I'm doing the interiors. I'm doing the exterior. But my overall vision is that I'm building a castle, or I'm building a cathedral. So you have to have that overall vision, right? So you have to make sure that in all petals of what you're looking at in life, make sure that your vision is succinct, it's attainable, and then you create that life plan so that you could achieve that. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. Remember, www.dtrfoundation.org. Go on the site, make your comments, tell me what you think. You know what I mean? Support the youth, support the kids. You know, another thing that I'm reaching out to you, my man in school folks. We're pushing to get the football program going again. We need support. I'm supporting it through my foundation. I pledged $100,000 to the foundation a few weeks ago when I was at the school. You know, I would ask you guys to come on board. We have a vehicle in terms of a nonprofit that you could get every money that you that you contribute to be fully tax deductible. So contact me, inbox me if you're interested. You know, so. You know, continue to dream, and that's what I'm about. You know what I mean? It's a dreamer's paradise. So, Dream to Reality Foundation.